Hey everybody, how are you today? Good, I hope. Um, kind of a spare of the moment. Wasn't planning on going live type of stream, kind of like an impromptu. No, I just got to thinking, and well, one, I kind of got to apologize for yesterday. I mean, I really don't, but I should. um, I'm losing. How do I put it? I'm losing sight of what I wanted to do when I came here and what I'm doing. I don't want this to feel like a chore or a job. I want it to be fun and I want it to be relaxing. I don't want it to be, oh, I gotta do this or I gotta do that, or I'm not gonna build my channel, or it's not about that for me. And I had to sit down and do some serious back the tractor up type of stuff, you know. Yeah, I want you guys to see the videos. Yeah, I want you guys to color with me. Am I here to build a channel that has 10,000 subscribers and I'm monetized and I'm all that? No. It's not why I'm here. It's not why I've never been here for that. Hi, Miss Lori. How are you doing, my sweet friend? And I was losing sight of that. I was, well, if I don't do this, this won't happen. And if I don't do this, this isn't going to happen. And you know what? If I don't do those things and it doesn't happen, I'm okay with that. I am here to color because it's something that I love and it's something that I enjoy. And I am here to color with the people that are here to color with me. I'm good. I'm just trying to explain a little bit of yesterday. So I apologize for letting things bother me. And I mean, I guess I don't have to really apologize for that because, that only makes me human. But again, that's not what I am here for. I'm just here to talk, enjoy company, color with the people that I enjoy coloring with, which is you guys. And that's that. It is what it is. I'm not in it for the money. Thank you. I'm not in it for the fame or the who's got a bigger YouTube channel, or you know, who's doing this or who's doing that. No, that's not me. I think it's awesome for the people that do that. I don't do that. I don't put that extra time and effort into my channel to come up with the introduction thing and to finish pages, and hell, I'm lucky to finish a page, let alone do videos about finishing pages. I am just, like I said, what you see is kind of what you get, and I don't think it's gonna change. It hasn't in how long I've ever, I don't know, how long's it been since I've been here? Nobody pissed me off. Nobody did. I love you guys. Like I said, I got my fifis hurt there for a little while, and I just had to come back into perspective and pay attention to what was what. Sometimes I let things get to me when they shouldn't, and they definitely shouldn't, because I'm not in it for all that. And I'm good. So, for people that know me and that have been around for a while, they all know that. And see, you got most of them coming in here and telling me that they love things that the way they are, and and though I love them for that. Now I just have to remember that, because again, I'm not in it for all the other stuff. I have, last I checked, I have 265 subs, I think. And I'm okay with that. Let me see, can I add? Hold on. I know I can. I just don't know how can I. That's how I do it. Okay, let me see. Oh, stop it. Okay. What is the other color I want to do for my bird? Let me think on that one for a minute. Hi, Miss Taylor. Sorry, I was in the middle of. I didn't want to break my concentration. The older you get, if you don't keep talking, you lose it. You'll forget in 5 minutes what you're talking about. I am working on the same one I did yesterday. This is in Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson. I absolutely love her books, but this is one of my favorites. I think she finished that one, Lori. You don't have to mention names. um, but yeah, I get it. I used to until they moved on to you. Hmm. Yeah, I think she just gave up on me. Yeah, she's thinking to herself, "Yep, lost cause there." So I do have a couple of ideas, just because my brain just never stops and like it tries to come up with new things, but um, I do have a couple of new ideas that I'm gonna see if I can pull together. So I was watching YouTube today, and I watched this guy. He's a farrier, and I think that it's like so interesting. I don't know, I just do. And he does a lot of the cows' hoofs and stuff. And cows have, like, believe it or not, I didn't know this, but really sensitive hooves, right? Hi, Peggy. Thank you, dear. Um, but I've never seen this particular farrier do horses' hoofs. So I'm talking to my husband, and yeah, we kind of talk about some strange shit. Um, but I'm like, I wonder if a farrier does like both, or if there's different classes for different, animals or whatever. If there's like farriers for horses or farriers for cows, or if you're a farrier and you do both, right? So he's like, I don't know, ask Google. So I asked Google, and as my mind is thinking about stuff that, I was whining about yesterday, he's like, apparently he thought I said failure. So he decided he was going to give me the description on what failure means. I'm like, okay. He never could figure out that I was saying failure, not failure. Oh, did ya? Yeah, if it's not something that you really get into, I don't know if I'd waste my money either. It's cool to do portraits and stuff, but I'd done so many portraits when I first started getting into adult coloring that it's like, oh, say portrait, and I'm like, not sure I want to do another one. And I don't mind them, they're just very time consuming. At least for me, they are. It wasn't so bad if you used marker and stuff, but I do it all by pencil now. And that's true. It definitely step out and try something new. But if she's already got them, and if you don't want to buy the whole book, just go to her website and buy a PDF. It's a lot cheaper. $11 years. Jeez, Lori, you'd think we were old or something. I think I've actually been coloring like my whole life because, like, ever since I was old enough to hold a crayon, I loved it. Um, and even in like 2013, I was still coloring in the older coloring books, what we call now kids coloring books, with the crayons. I had no idea there was such thing as adult coloring. Um, it hadn't made it out to the stores yet or something. I don't know. I never noticed it. I didn't notice it until my ex daughter in law brought a book over that she had bought at Walmart, and It was one of those Zendoodle books, and they had like, I don't know, 6 or 8 colored pencils on the cover, and anyways, she showed me that, and like 2 days later, I was up at Walmart's buying me one, and I've been lost in it ever since. Right? Scooby-Doo. Yep, Scooby-Doo. Let's see, what was the other ones? I had a lot of the Disney princesses and Aladdin, and you name it, we had it, because it was just the thing. It's just, that's all you had to color in. So at least that's what I thought, anyways. And who knew that you could add glitter and all that stuff to your coloring books? No, I started, Miss Lori, I started with markers. Markers are easy. The only thing you have to really kind of remind yourself of is watercolor markers leave streaks. Alcohol markers will bleed through. Acrylic markers don't do either. They won't bleed through, and they won't leave streaks. The other thing is, if you are coloring with marker, especially alcohol, and say you're doing this flower and you're coloring the alcohol marker over here, and you're and then you decide you're going to stop coloring over here and you're going to color down here. Well, this line over here is drying out, and the more you let it dry out, when you get done over here and you go back up here, you're not going to get rid of that line. That line's going to stay there. So you don't want any of your ending, like, don't let any of your edges dry out. If you stop there and you come down here and you do a little here, go back up and do a little bit more there, and then come down here and finish, and then go back up before it dries. Don't let any of your lines dry out. Right? I was anti-pencil. Yep. I was nothing but a marker gal. And Cali art markers at that. It wasn't just any markers, it was Cali art markers. Yep. I just haven't gotten into doing the marker and then the pencil over it. I don't know. There's something about coloring a picture twice, and to me, that's what it feels like. You know, you colored it with the marker, and then you're going to go back in and put pencil on top. Well, I've done already colored it. Why do I want to do it again? So that's kind of where I'm at on that one. And I mean, I know you're not coloring it again. You're kind of just enhancing it. I get it, but you know, it's kind of the was it the Arteza Ever blend that everybody was saying was turning your pages in your coloring books yellow? Like you do this page and then close your book after everything dries, and you go back in 2 months and this page and the page behind it is all yellow. I don't remember if it was them or if it was Hoo-Hoos or Shuttle Arts. I don't remember who it was. They were bitching about somebody. This was way back in the day, you guys. I'm not sure markers even still do that. I know they were having a problem with the oranges and yellows doing it really bad. Right. Yep, that's what made me start using cardstock and parchment paper. Yep, it got one of my he was Jade Summer books, I think it was, that the yellowing got to it. Oh, I was so upset. And it was some cheaper brand marker that I was using. I'm trying to think of what it was. I don't even remember anymore. It's been so long ago. It was before I got the Cali Arts. Maybe that was it. You have a good memory, girl. Yeah, because those went around. Those were a big thing too for a while. But they weren't very expensive. I think everybody had a set of those. What doesn't always work? You know, I can be sitting out in my living room and he can be outside and you never hear him. As soon as I come in here and turn on the camera, he is just barking like mad. Oh, right. Hell, I'm with you there, girl. Mine don't work so well anymore. It's really weird. It does on some things. It's like it's kind of like almost like creepy type of shit. um, like I can remember numbers like you wouldn't believe. Um, like I can remember my bills, like what they cost every month. Um, I can remember, you know, like who cost what. Um, After I pay my bills, I can remember how much money I have in my account, and I can go from like 2 weeks ago what I spent and retake that out and remember what should this is what I should have. Girl, I can't remember 2 weeks ago from like anything, but I can remember numbers. It's like the craziest thing in the whole world. If I have cash in my pocket and I spend something, I can remember in a month if that money's still there, how much is in my wallet that I've got left. It's like the weirdest shit. I can keep track of my cash and my bills and my business like no other. But ask me what we had for dinner yesterday, and I'm gonna go, I couldn't tell you. Oh, I'm a stickler with my bills and stuff. I don't like it when things change. Like they have to, my bills have to stay the way they've been for like ever. You know, occasionally they do go up. I get that, but um, Yeah, like if my internet comes and says, we're raising your bill to this much, I'm like, no, you're not. They're like, what? No, you're not. It stays the same, or I go someplace else. I didn't want you to like upgrade things or change things. You decided to do it, not me. And if they change it, I move on. I go someplace else. I have a certain amount of stuff or a certain amount that I'll pay for stuff, and if you raise it past that, forget it. I'm going elsewhere, and if I can't get it elsewhere for the amount that I want, I don't get it. Plain and simple. Things are too expensive. So I got rid of DirecTV. They were crazy. Every time you turn around, they're raising their prices. Like, yeah, I wasn't born yesterday, dude. And they always tell you, well, that was just a plan you were on. Well, take your plan and they can tell you where to put your plan. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, we have Roku. Yep. And that way, if I decide I want to add anything to Roku, Roku is free. Then it's my choice if I want to spend that money or not. Not theirs. Or you just watch, the free stuff. Which is okay with me because I don't watch that much TV. Oh, lordy, I came in here and shut the door because my husband's got the TV going and stuff, and I don't want to, bug him when he's watching TV. And Lord, it's like gotten warm in here. Like, holy shit. And I don't dare open that window because if I open that window, you think you guys can hear him now? It'll sound like he's on your lap. So I need to get an air conditioner in here. I keep saying that, and I don't do it, but Oh, yeah. It's crazy. It wouldn't be if I opened the window, honey. The one window that I have in here, it goes right out to where he's at. And like he's like right underneath my window. And if I opened it and he knew I was in here, he wouldn't stop until I let him in the house and then let him in here. Unless I yelled at him, and I don't want to yell at him. He's just too damn cute. He's spoiled. Rotten. It's like... It's funny, I'll yell at him because he's doing something wrong. And he'll go climb in my husband's lap like if to say, Dad, she's being mean to me. It cracks me up. Hi, Miss Wellness. How are you? We are coloring this pretty picture in oh my goodness gracious, Magical Dawn. I have longer pencils, you guys. I'm just like, I don't want to start them till I can't hold these anymore. Oh, shit. Wrong pencil. I don't want to start my new ones and then, them get small and then, yeah, I'm good. Just use these until we can't hold them anymore. And then we'll dip into the new ones. Thank you. Isn't it funny? It's like, Mama, save me. Daddy, save me. It's like, really? I always look at him and say, if I was Superman, it's not like he's going to save you anyway. He'll just give me that look like you have to say, but I love you, Mom. The other day he got in trouble and went and jumped in my husband's lap. I'm like, nope, you get your behind down right now and you go lay down in timeout. Yep. He went and laid down in his timeout spot. He was not happy. And as soon as I turned my back, he was back up and out. It's like, okay. All right, what do we want to do? I want to do a and I have my colors mixed in with my prismas, and my prismas mixed with my colors, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I got to go through these. I mean, not right now, but I got to go through these. Alrighty. You want this one? I want this one. And then I want let's do what color am I looking for? Oh, let's do this one. I think that'll work. Oh, right. I don't yell. No. When I get mad, I mean, like you said, they'll know it because I don't normally yell. Oh, I need a new piece of paper. I think that one's too dark. Okay. Yep, that one's too dark. So let's go with this one and see what we get. Stay put pencils. Okay, that's better. That's the way it was when my kids were younger and my husband would get pissed off. The kids would like go hide. Because he's one of those people that he'll hold it in and hold it in and hold it in and hold it in until he just like explodes, and it's like, ugh, really? Did you just not talk about it first? Do we have to go through this again? When we were newly married, it used to scare me when he'd do that. But now it's like, will you just shut up and go outside? Go throw your tantrum out there. I don't want to hear it. And he don't do much anymore. We've gotten kind of past that, but everybody kind of loses their temper once in a while, and it's like, all right, go do something. We're getting too old to be doing that shit. I can honestly say, though, we haven't really gotten pissy with one another in probably I want to say 5-6 years, if not longer. Just like I said, we're getting too old for that shit. If I think I'm even getting pissy, I'll just come in here and color, and he'll go do his thing, and that works for both of us. We'll calm down, and then it's all good. I can tell when he's getting like pissy with me, though. Like I'm getting on his nerves. It's funny. He'll like start talking louder. It's like, don't you raise your voice at me. I'm not. Yes, you are. And then he'll either huff and puff and go about and do whatever he was doing, or he'll lower his voice and repeat what he was talking about. Nope, I don't do that stuff anymore. Not arguing's for young people. Shit's way past. I'm way past that shit. All right. Like, yeah, whatever you say, sure, go ahead. Oh, you're not done yet? Okay. I'll be back. Yep, some people's kids get it. Do I want to? Do I want to? Don't I? Nah, I don't think I do. But I will do this. See, the bird's got to have a little bit of bling. I know I'm not done yet, but if I don't do it now, I'll forget. I love bling. It just so enhances the colors sometimes. Alright, I like that. That looks cool. Alrighty, righty. Yep. See, my husband's mom's not like that. His dad was like that. Yep. But yeah, we're good. We just once I learned that. How do I say this without sounding like things are really bad, but they're not. Like I said, when we first got married, I was actually scared when he did that stuff because, I seen my parents argue. I just never argued like that. So it was kind of scary at first. Then when I realized that I could yell back and kind of almost kind of get in his face type of thing, and nothing was going to happen. Yeah, I was good. That shit started ending like quickly. But I'm the only one that could ever do that. It's like you don't ever want to get like close to my husband and tell him to calm down or to breathe or anything like that, because yeah, he'll probably punch you. Me, he won't ever hurt or do anything to. So I wouldn't advise somebody else to do it though. And I wouldn't advise anybody to get shitty with me in front of him. That just don't go over so well either. Oh yeah, he's now see. I can't say that because you know. Yeah. No, my husband would never ever raise his hand to me. Never. Would he break shit? Oh yeah. Would he hit somebody else in a heartbeat? Um, Never me. Never my kids. Never our animals. Um, but anybody else? Oh yeah. And the funny thing is like, most people would say, if anybody's gonna hit him, it's gonna be me. Yeah, that's kind of the mentality that it comes from, but it would never happen like that. And it's kind of funny because of just that. You think to yourself, well, why would that be when you would never raise your hand to them? But it's just that's the way it's always been. It's like you're not going to do it. If anybody's going to be doing it, it's going to be me. But yet, yeah, no, that would never ever happen either. He spanked our daughter one time. She was like, oh, probably 7. And he spanked her bottom. He felt like shit for hours afterwards. Hours. I'm like, dude, really? I'm like, you just spanked her and she deserved it. But nope. It like brought tears to his eyes, and like he went out and smoked a joint because he like felt so bad. Oh, my granddaughter's like, um, she's $1,000,000 when she's here. She does not. It's it's not a yes, ma'am, yes, sir type of thing, but it's um. Sometimes I almost gotta like tell her, look, you know, say something, scream, holler, be pissy, do something. No, she's very well mannered, ladylike. Her and I went shopping the other day, and like she asked for nothing. I had to like damn near beg her to buy something. And you know what it was? It was a friggin' sketchbook from Dollar Tree. I'm like, really? She goes, I don't need anything. I didn't say you needed it. Buy what you want. I don't need anything. So she did finally find some pimple pads that she needed, and that was at like Dollar General, like they were $4. The girl is like best ever. She's always been that way over here, though. Um, I kept her one time for like 2 weeks because her parents went on a cruise and they were gone for like 10 days or something. I don't know. Might have been 7 days, and I don't know. It was a long time ago. And it was the day before her parents got back that her and I were about sick of each other. But yeah, her and I get along extremely, extremely well, and so does her and her papa. And nope, she does not ever throw a fit or get out of line or mouth back to us. Never. She never has. We've been real fortunate with that. But you know, she's got a really good home life. You know, her dad's ex-military, and then she's got her mom, and I don't think either one of them have ever spanked or slapped her. They all have this way of, it's kind of a unique thing. They all have this way of just sitting down and talking. I mean, she's getting to the age where, she's starting to talk back to her parents a bit, but only for the simple fact, like, she's just a smartass. She's getting to become a young adult, It's and I'm not sure if they're having a hard time with it or she's having a hard time with it, but yeah, they're arguing a little bit, but nothing to the point where it's not normal. I just kind of laugh now, going ha ha. Yep, she comes over here and she's perfect. She makes her own lunches, and it's like you don't have to ask to do anything here. It's like your second home. You want something to drink or you want something to eat, you know where it's at. Go get it. She's at the age now that if she comes in here and she messes with grandma's stuff, she knows the rules. I don't even have to tell her. But she's real shy. She's real quiet. Yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet. You think I'm bad. You should see my daughter. Yep. She's a combination of her mama and her daddy. That's scary. See, it's kind of funny because, like, my husband's a hothead. He really is. He's a hothead. My mom was a hothead. Um, I am to a degree, but I'm only that way if you are that way with my family. Otherwise, I don't care. So she gets it, and her daddy's a hothead. He never used to be until he got back from Afghanistan, and then it's like this sweet little young man that went over there came back as a grown man that, probably has seen more in his lifetime than we ever want to see, So yeah, she gets it. Very honestly. But you'd never know. You'd never know it. Because she doesn't, unless she gets really super, super, super pissed off. Mm-mm. Nope. She's always happy, always laughing, giggling, always got a smile on her face. Just a really well-rounded child. And I'm not saying that just because she's my grandkid. I'm just saying that because she's true. If she was a brat, I'd tell you she was a brat. My kids are brats. All right, kind of a different looking bird, but hey, we're just gonna go with it. We are. I was gonna do a yellow beak, but I don't think so. I need a brush tip. The one I've got in the stash over here is empty, and the other one I don't feel like digging for, so I'm just grab a new one. This is acrylic paint pen. So I don't have to worry about it going through, but there's a piece of paper behind here anyway, so. I don't like the looks of black colored pencils because they're never a true black. So when I want to do something black on my pages, I just use a black acrylic paint pen. Or a black glitter pen. But I didn't want these to be glitter, so. Alright, we're just going to set this one up here so that way we don't get it mixed up. Alright, how do I want to do the feathers? I think what I am going to do is we're going to do these like this. And I had no plan for this bird, so we're just kind of winging it. If we don't like it, we can always take some kind of a acrylic marker and change it. I used to know this woman that hated coloring birds. So every bird that she put in her coloring book was a blackbird. She used to giggle about it all the time. She'd say, I hate coloring birds. So she'd make them all blackbirds. I used to not like coloring birds, but I don't mind it so much anymore. It's kind of one of those things that you can make it. It's like a flower. You can make it any color you want, and it'll still work. I gotta sharpen my pencil. All right. I don't want a lot of dark in the feathers right here, but I gotta put a little up here by the head so it kind of defines it a little. All right. we like that. Down here, I might make some. I might. I wonder. Yeah, I think I'd get mud. Yeah, hang on. I bet you I'd get mud. But you know, you just never know. Let's see. Ooh, that might be kind of cool. Should we try it? Yeah, let's try one. Here, let's do it like this. And then I'll kind of do this. If we don't like it, we can erase it. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, I'm not hating it. It's a little different. Trying to get rid of that harsh line right there. I don't like the lines where they meet. You know, they have to kind of blend in. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what it's going to look like on camera, if you guys can see it all that well. Let's see. But hold on and I'll show you. I'm not pressing like hardly at all with this yellow, so. Lord, I don't know where I get some of my ideas from sometimes. Looks kind of cool, you guys. No, I'm using the prismas. Okay, so that's kind of how that turned out. It's a lot brighter in person, but that didn't turn out that bad. Okay, so no, I have colors up here by my desk. Hold on, I'll show you. All right, this is clear gel pen, but it's glitter. So we're just gonna put just a little bit on the feathers, just to give them a little zing. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but see, there's just a little bit on there because I didn't want a whole lot. And then I put a little bit up top. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's bring out the trusty pasta. We're not done yet, people. This bird is going to be all blinged out. So the birdie is done. Now let's bling out our flowers a little bit. Do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that just yet. Not yet. They're not done. Okay, so we're going to wait on those. All right. Let's move on to, what time is it? About an hour and 30 minutes. Let's do... I want to do something and see if it works. Okay. Because I'm not exactly sure if these are leaves or if there's some sort of flower. But right now they're going to become leaves because I don't know what they are, and that's what I'm going to do in this. So let's do them. Sorry. I know I kind of get quiet sometimes when I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Because again, I don't plan these things out. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants type of thing. So I don't always know if it's going to work or not. And you guys are right along with figuring it out with me. So we're just going to have some spotted leaves here. I think that looks cool. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe she had her checkup with her eye doctor or something. Yeah, I don't know. She's a busy bee. It's hard telling. She stays active, that's for sure. Is Taylor coloring, or did we make her mad and did she leave? No, Taylor's kind of hard to get her mad. She's got a bubbly personality too. It's like, you just gotta love these people that can be like that. I think there was a net in here. I think it's the same net that's always been in here. That damn thing just won't die. It's like a ninja net. Ooh, that's possible. We'll never know that though, because she won't tell. I don't think I'd tell on here either. People just get so nasty. Yeah, she's got a family to take care of, and she loves coloring and taking care of the house. And, yep, I get it. And I think she's just a night owl. Because there'll be sometimes she's up until like 3, 4 in the morning. She might be taking a nap. She could have went to bed. She could have said, screw you guys. Oh, you go there, doggy. I swear I don't know how he doesn't end up with a sore throat. You would think after, let's see, almost 2 years. He'll be 2 years next month. So that's 24 months. So yeah, we've had him 20 months. You'd think he'd figure out after 20 months that half the shit that he barks at, he can't play with. And he can't, like, eat it. Okay, he's talking to the dog down the road. This dog down the road is like almost like a little over a mile. And when he's out at this time, him and his dog bark at each other like they're answering each other. And he does this howling thing. Like, you know, it's like, what the hell? Sounds like one of those sirens that go off for tornadoes or something. Cracks me up. But when he's quiet, I can hear the other dog down the road barking too. Kind of reminds me of 101 Dalmatians. Where they're all barking, talking to each other. See, now that's the way my other dog was. But I gotta remember my other dog was like, he was 13 when he passed. So, yeah, probably between 7 and 10 and stuff. That I can remember him just kind of sitting there watching the other animals, and he never chased them. But he would bark at them. This one, if you let him even like come close to another animal, he'd probably eat it. He absolutely 100% positively hates cats. Well, I don't know if it's just cats or if it's anything that moves like that. Because they will run from him and he goes and catches them and tries to eat them. So I think it's just the chase, you know what I mean? He got big time spanking the other day. My husband had to take a cat out of his mouth. He didn't kill it or nothing. My husband got to it in time, but my husband's like, "What the hell's the matter with you?" Yeah, like the thrill of the chase. Yeah. Yep. Oh, look, there's a little inchworm. Aww. What color can I do you? We're going to think of a good color for you. How about we're going to do you glitter orange. And and what other color do we want to do? How about let's do glitter purple, which will come out like a blue, but okay, so we got a glitter orange and glitter purple inchworm. Why? Because we can. Okay, so there's the glitter inchworm. And there's the polka dotted leaves. And I'm not sure. Is this pebbles? Well, it's going to be. This is going to be dirt and pebbles. And then this is going to be like little raindrops or something. Yep. Why? Because we can. Oh, I can't believe it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm not even tired. I haven't taken my night meds. I had a headache most of today, so I didn't do much of anything. So I'm not tired. Which is a bad thing, because that means I'll be up all night long, which will totally ruin my day for tomorrow. Alright, I think I'm going to finish these leaves, and I think I'm going to go try to call it a night. Go let Mouth in over here so he can let the people's dog down the road calm down, because they do have neighbors. I don't. When I was looking for a house when we bought this one, that was one of my things, is I didn't want neighbors close. I'm going to live out in the country. The last thing I want is to be able to hand my neighbor a cup of coffee out my side door or something, or my kitchen window. I hate that. The funny thing is I grew up in a city, not far from where Laurie's at, actually. Which, I don't know about most places, but in those little cities over there, the houses are close together. And, the house that I grew up in, there was like a little bitty patch of grass in between our house and the neighbor's house. Like in between the houses. Like not the front yards, the side of the house. Just like an itty bitty. So if you would have, opened up your windows and hollered in the house, they would have known what you were saying. Hell, you didn't even have to holler. You could have probably just spoke and they would have known what you were talking about. Yeah, This was like, I don't even think it was the size of a city sidewalk. It was probably half the size of the city sidewalk. That, yeah, it was just a small little piece of ground. And we were used to that kind of stuff, you know. We grew up in the city. We grew up around neighbors, you know. That was the thing. Got married, you know, moved into our first house, and that was the thing. We had neighbors and stuff, you know. Moved out here, and oh my God, we first moved out here. It was like, you got to be kidding me. You want to live out here? You want to move me out here where there's no people? It's like you go to the grocery store and it's empty. What are you, nuts? Oh, I hated it. The first year I was up here, I hated it so bad. I was so ready to move back home. But you know, you go wherever your spouse goes, and you know, you deal with it and make the best of it. And, you know, it was probably tuckering him out because he was working all week, and then on the weekends I was bugging him to go down to the city to see my folks and his folks. You know, anything to get me out of here. It was like, yeah, I didn't care. Just take me where there's people, you know. Now it's like, no, don't take me there. I don't want to go. Don't make me go. Yeah, there's no way I could live in the city again. I'm too used to here. You know, when we go to my in-laws, it's like, and you can just, it's so weird. It's like you can just tell when we get not even close to our house, like say we're an hour and a half away, the air quality just changes. It's really weird. It's like we're home, but we're not home. You know what I mean? It's just, you can just tell the difference. One, you can tell the difference in the traffic for one, but the air quality is just different. It smells fresh and clean. And you're like, well, you guys, I think that's gonna, it is different. It's, yeah, you can just tell right away, like, just right away. When you get out from city limits and you start getting into the country, you just, yeah, completely different. The attitude of the people in their cars, they change. The air quality changes. Like everything changes. It's like you go through that little porthole into a whole different world. I'm serious, you guys. I'm not just exaggerating. I'm dead serious. It's like, yep. Yep, see, Lori knows. Lori kind of knows where I'm at, and um, yeah, she knows the difference. She knows exactly where I grew up, and yeah, totally different. I swear it's a porthole. It is. You go through that porthole, and it's like, yep. All right, you guys. Um, this is where we're at so far, and I am like happy with the way it's turning out. I'm gonna darken up this flower a little bit, and the edges, anyways. And this one, yeah, this one right here. The edges aren't quite dark enough, and maybe this one. Those two leaves. Because I want it dark like this one, and like this one, and this one. That one barely has any darkness to it. But yeah, we'll touch it up, and can't wait till it's done. What have I done in here so far? Oh, yep, I did that. That was a long time ago, 2019. That's some serious stickles. Yep, that's stickles. Stickles, and is that paint? I bet it is. Feels like paint. That don't feel like marker. I didn't think I had. Well, I must have had paints in 19. Because that's gel pen. Okay. I use gel pen, stickles, and some kind of paint. Thank you. I think that's the only picture I've done in here. I thought I'd done a lot more than that in here. I could have swore. Was it a different one? I'm trying to think. One of these books I colored a ton in. I could have swore it was. I don't know. I've had these books for so long, it's hard to tell. Summer Nights. It did sound like acrylic, didn't it? Okay, I did that in 2020. Oh my. Yep. That's pencil. My, oh my. Okie dokie. Yeah. So I did not do all this page. I did some of it, but not all of it. The person that gave me this book did part of it, and I did part of it. She didn't like the books, so she gave them to me. And yeah, I just finished them and told her that they were color alongs between the two of us. She did that too. But that was back in 2000, I don't know, a long time ago. Yep. I did that. Yep, and I did that. So it was 2019. Okay, I gotta go. I'll be in here all night long showing you guys stuff. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to call it a night, and I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. Bye, Lori. Hugs. Well, don't do the ones with the jewels. I don't do the ones with the jewels. This don't have no jewels in it. Don't buy the ones with the jewels. Her people freak me out. I will say that. Like, I like her castles and her birds and her flowers and stuff, but her people and freak me out. And I'm like you, I kind of really don't like doing jewels. Bye, babe. All right, y'all take care. Have a good night.